All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Williams to return.
Oh, you big bitch.
Here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Fucking go. Why the fuck is he even in the game? Money back, money back, money back. Let's see what the fuck's going on here. Gun! Fuck formation is this? Oh no.
And they'll go grab and they get him down, but not before he takes it.
Larry Johnson Jr., huh?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Little crossing route.
Right back to him on first down.
Wow.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Forgot he mad he got aired last weekend, so he upset right now.
Detroit! And on the ground they go with the running back.
Look at this shit here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Moving me like it's the
telling me
goddamn
this
sled
yesterday.
work.
It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All right.
No, check, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. And
all right,
short gain there,
settle down.
The 37-yard line.
Got to pass the ball, Doc.
Pick up there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Oh, shit. Okay, the Titans on her, huh? 2-0.
Moore looking to throw on 2nd down.
Pick, you dumb bitch.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Run, you got 99 speed. Fuck. 98 speed.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Yeah, Rook.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but
Let me get that.
Pick sixes.
Call the man Jose. I'm fucking tight. His own crew finally figured out that he snake. Damn.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot.
God damn it, take y'all 3 discs. Shit.
Williams now on the return.
Oh, good move.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
All right, back to the run shit.
Offense now ready to see what they can do here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six.
Damn, Bengals 2-0. Okay.
But they can't afford to just
trying to be relevant again.
All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
Jacob
Try and press
Rivera,
the advantage
he knew.
a little bit. They just have to be better.
Damn, how many new Oakland squads we gonna have?
Bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position,
22
not try to
personnel.
take
That
advantage
ain't gonna
of
work.
it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Darius Geis, his first
No, Darius Geis, no. Fuck out of here. He shouldn't even be on the game still. Fuck.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Damn, I got to play the AFC North this year. I think I got Bears and Packers back to back. I'm in trouble. It's going to be some good times. Hopefully I can be parked for a day or two. Shit. This formation is lit. Oh, yeah. What kind of shot play you got,
To throw on second down.
Yeah, throw that shit. Ah!
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So
damn, out of bounds? Ain't this a bitch?
There, he caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's
little Will.
It was used
little
as a
post Will action.
You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline.
Sammy Sideline.
And in Nick's case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
To throw on third down. Moore.
Yeah, cuz you ain't got enough time for that shit. Fuck.
In any game you play, and third down defense, something
inside smash.
This one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
You got enough time for that,
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Damn, I should have.
And a bit of a mistake
caught
there.
That
this
shit.
Is well into the end zone for a touchdown.
All right, here we go with the blitz galore shit. See what's goody. Damn, Knox and Bigavelli. That shit ain't getting played probably. Whoa, nice little cover 3, huh?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Hey now.
Get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah,
nice little nifty play.
Read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to
say?
Quit
blitzing me up
into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll get 2.
They should change that in next Madden. You put them goddamn safeties down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but
you put them goddamn safeties down. That shit should be ain't no way they should be able to get back. Cover 2. Man, fucking 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, man. Oh, you better chill. That bullshit. Oh.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Okay, Rook.
Have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a shotgun snap is they'll
God.
They sack him back right around the 44. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful.
Which way is the nano coming from?
They want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Bitch. I'll take that.
His man on the crossing route. And he'll get it inside the 40
oh, wow.
39. Despite a
now I could go for that 16, shit. I'm under the 40.
Well short of the sticks on 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Shifts by him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now Moore. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Now Moore, operating from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll set up the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week. 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! Let's go deep. Watch him now, Barney!
Here's Moore. Gonna throw again. He sets to fire deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
To throw is Moore. To throw on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Over! Take 4!
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90!
it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. More now to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Third down, here's Geis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throw left side complete. It's Bowman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now back to throw. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Williams to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Moore looking to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Throwing on 1st down. Moore. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is incomplete here. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Green 39, green 39. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Moore. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Bowman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Moore to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carr. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Moore, looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Moore. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction and when they try and change directions.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
More now. Throwing on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18, the 40. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Santos with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
More now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever. Back to throw. Moore. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Set. Green, 39.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A road win in the National National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.